Hello, critters, and welcome back to Crafts and Critters with your host, Christine. Today we are going to be creating this little ornament, this heart ornament. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I did to make this, and I hope you enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Okay, so here's what we're going to need to get started on the project here. I have you can get these at the Dollar Tree. They come in a set of 8. You get 3 red, 3 pink, and 2 white. We're going to need 1 of the white ones. I've got a little plate here that I'm going to work off of, and a little piece of parchment that I'm going to set aside for it to dry on. Alright, we're going to need some triple thick. I've got this at Michael's. And we're going to go with some glitter. This pack came from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to use probably the whites that are in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use both, or because there's 2 little whites. One's a little bit more sparkly than the other. So I'm going to pull both whites out, and we'll see if we need both. I'll set the rest aside here. Right, so what I'm also going to use for this project is the sheet of pearls that you can get from the Dollar Tree. They're the self-adhesive pearls, and from Michael's I picked up the pack of clothespins. They're the really tiny ones. So, and they come in 3 different colors in the pack. And what you're going to want to do to get started is pull them apart so that you're just left with the little pieces. So we don't want the metal. And for that, all I did was kind of hard to see, so I just twisted and pulled it apart. I'm not sure if I'm using the white ones yet or just the, they came with 3 colors. So there's the red, which I've already pulled apart, and the pink that I've already pulled apart, and then there was the white. So I'm going to set that aside here. And I also have from Hobby Lobby these flat back little pieces here, and they came 6 to a pack, so I just pulled. I'm going to just use 1, and we're going to need a glue gun, and I also pulled some glitter glue. This is the silver. This came from Michael's. Alright, so we're going to get started first with the triple thick, and we're going to put the triple thick on the heart, and I'm just going to squirt a little bit, and I'm going to just use this little brush here, and it soaks in quite a bit. I know these are pretty firm as it is, and actually it's soaking in a lot. Alright. So the idea isn't really to stiffen it up anymore, it's just we're going to use like the triple thick to really hold like the glitter. So we're going to need a fair amount of the triple thick. That's pretty good and saturated now. So let's open up the glitter. Get some scissors here. And we're just going to sprinkle on the glitter. It looks like I'm just going to need the one package. It's covering fairly well. Okay. And I'm just going to tap the glitter in now. Shake it, I'm just going to dump it and give it a tap just to get the loose stuff off. And actually it looks like I might need to brush some of the excess off. There we go. Alright, so that's what it looks like right now, and it's kind of a little hard to see all the shiny glitter. So I'm going to set this up on my piece of parchment here to dry. And when we come back, we will, what I'm going to do next actually is I'm going to get my glue gun going, because that's going to be the next thing we're going to need. And while the heart is drying, we're going to take the little piece, the pegs, and we want to attach them and glue them together so that we kind of get little pegs that look like this, which is opposite of, let me show you. So basically you're kind of turning them inside out. So so this is what we're going to deal with. So I'm going to glue all of the pegs together so that we can kind of get started on the rest of it. And I'm going to do that while the heart dries. And it will take a little bit of time for the heart to dry. So I'll come back to you guys later. Okay, so onwards and upwards here. So this is dry. I did put, when I picked it up, when it was half dry, in fact it's still doing it, but not as bad. There was a lot of glitter falling off, so I put another layer of triple thick on to kind of seal the glitter on. And there's a little bit of fall off now, but not nearly as bad as it was. So we're going to start with the pins. Now these were the clothespins that I took apart, and I did glue these sections together. So, and we're going to put this towards the outside, so towards the outside of the heart, and then the thinner part, oops, here we go, is going to be towards the inside of the heart. I think I'm going to start with red up at the top. I am going to use glue, my glue gun here, to secure these. And we do want to make sure that we're working very straight. Now I did kind of pre-lay some of these out a little bit to, and I'm going to alternate between the red and the pink. But what I did is I kind of laid them out a little bit just to make sure that this was going to fit and kind of how this was going to have to curve around the heart. So we're not using the white ones. So we're just going to be using the red and the pink. And I'm going to be alternating all the way around the heart here. be trying to follow the curve as much as we can. And somehow we're not laying right. Hold on, I gotta make some adjustments here. Let's go back. This is peeling off fairly easy here, the harder ones. Okay. All right, let's try starting again here. The problem is I want to get around the curve, but I also want this to kind of be straight and even a little bit on the inside, and that could be a little hard to do. So I was pushing up a little bit, so it's some more glue. Okay. Alright, we're going to keep going all the way around here, and I'm still following that curve. And I'm sorry, you guys can't actually, there we go. Needed to move my hand out of the way a little bit, so you can kind of see this taking shape. Sorry, I was looking at my board and not necessarily the camera. I didn't realize that you guys couldn't see. Here, I'm going to bring it up a little closer. This is how it's starting to turn out. Watch your fingers with the hot glue if you're putting on, because I'm putting it on a little bit more at a time, so I don't have to keep picking it up with every peg that I'm doing. So let me, and you could pretty much get the idea of where I'm going with this. So here's a little bit more. So I'm going to pause now, and I'm going to finish going all the way around the heart, and then we're going to come back and finish this out. And I know it's a little hard on camera to really see the glitter. It sparkles a little bit, but it is hard to see. So I will be back as soon as I finish putting all these pegs on. Okay, so here's all of the pegs on. So we're going to add, start working with a center decoration here. And I did have this that I said, this came from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to add it in the center, just like that. Let's see if I can make this down a little bit better, or pull it back or something. So it'll be on there, kind of center, just like so. So let me get this on there, and then I can pull it up to the camera again. This is a much smaller craft, so trying to get this on camera has been a little bit harder. All right. Just gotta put that right in the center as best as we can. It's somewhat lined up. So there we go with that. And then I'm going to take some glitter glue, and in the center of this we're going to change the color a little bit. So we're going to just fill it in with some glitter glue. You know, I have this other embellishment, and I don't know if it'll fit in the center or not. So there's with the glitter glue. And hold on, let me grab my embellishment box. And here's one of those. I'm going to just try this out real quick, because I have these really tiny hearts, and I'm wondering if it'll fit in the middle of here. It does, but then it would cover up the fact that I put the glitter glue in there. So we're going to leave it. All right. And I am going to grab a little bow because I think we're going to need to cover up this spot at the bottom. And I'm going to go with the red one because there's a pink peg here at the tip. So I'm going to grab a red bow out of this box. And you're going to set that in place. Alright, so there we go. There's a little red bow there. And we are going to take these now and these are self-adhesive, but I like to add a little extra, I think, so. And basically what I'm doing is you have these little holes and I'm covering that hole with the pearls. And I need to go around this curve here. Grab another strip. And these pearls came from the Dollar Tree. Get in there. Oops. Okay, more on this strand, and I'm gonna need a third strand here. I have a third strand. Actually, probably gonna not need all of this third strand, so we'll see. Now it will take some while for the glitter glue to dry. Actually, the third strand is just going to be perfect, actually. Almost. All right, there we go. So that's really looking nice. So we're going to do, I'm going to pause and I'm going to go in and find some string or some ribbon and see if we can add something to the top of this to hang it. And I also want to see what I can find for the bottom. I'm thinking that we might add some beads or something to the bottom of this. So let's see what I can find. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's our project going on here. So what I did is I pulled some beads. I got some red and some white here, and I strung a couple of those on just some red ribbon. For the tail end of the ribbon here, I'm going to go into my box of goodies here, and I think what I'm going to do is I got some of these pink hearts, and I think what I'm going to do is we're going to set some glue here and take the ribbon, put the ribbon down. Oops, kind of can't see, I'm not on camera up yet. Alright, so I'm set the dime down, the heart down here, and then I put some glue on it and set the ribbon on top. I'm going to add a little bit more glue and take another one of these hearts and place it on top and just sandwich that together. And I'm going to press that all together, and here's our little dangle piece. I'm going to push the beads all the way down, and then we're going to go on to our project, and we're going to feed the ribbon through the front. So it's going to feed through the front here, and then we're going to trail up the back, and we're going to leave a little hanging, and we're going to glue it down, which will ensure that it ain't going to go anywhere. Alright, well, let me just grab another glue stick here just to kind of push the ribbon into the glue. I'm going to put a little bit more on top. Alright, that ribbon is not going to move. Alright, so I'm going to cut off the excess. Alright, so far there we go. Alright, so we need to deal with the top for a hook. I have, this was the ribbon I just used for the bead, to put the beads on. Alright, so I found this at Hobby Lobby, and it's jute twine in 2 different colors that have like these little wooden hearts and little wooden beads on it. So I thought to kind of go with the top a little bit, I cut off a strip, and I to make sure that these wooden beads didn't move. This heart is actually glued onto the twine, but to make sure these wooden beads didn't move, I put a knot here, and we're going to feed this through the top just like this to the back. I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to glue this down too as well, and I'm going to leave a little extra. Grab that. Just want to grab that glue, stick it down so we can tap this down a little bit. Alright, that should not go anywhere now. Alright, I'm going to let that dry, and for the top here, I'm going to just put a little knot here at the top, and then we'll be able to use it's not cooperating with me. Let me make it a little bit bigger here. Alright, there we go. I think so. I think I got it now. Alright, so knot at the top. There we go. And then we'll just be able to separate the strings. Whoops. Oh no, I didn't let it dry before I flipped it over. Uh-oh, crafting error. I just got glue all over the place. Alright, I'll get that off my board in a second. Alright. I might need to add a little bit more glue onto that now. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So we'll be able to separate this, and this will be the hang. You can hang this off of a wreath. You can just hang this on the wall as is, which is what I'm going to do. You can just, I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want with this. You can give it out as a little gift. Isn't it cute? It's so pretty. A little something extra special. All right, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.